My name's Damian Slocum, and I'm the Assistant Provost for Student Achievement at Johnson & Wales University. For us, retention is the big driver as to why we chose this product to begin with, and we've seen some amazing retention gains. Our second year with EdSites, we saw almost a 10% increase in retention that was leveled across both of our campuses. We weren't expecting to see a lift that strong, and when it occurred, I think we all knew that retention is a combination of many factors, but one of the strongest tools in our belt was our chatbot. So we use a lot of systems to connect and support with students at our institution. And one of our favorite and most relied on, aside from EdSites, is Starfish. We are an EAB school, and one of the beautiful things about Starfish is it gives faculty and staff the ability to raise a flag or an alert on a student. And that's a wonderful thing, but it always seems to come as a lagging indicator. The student has either missed something, or maybe they're not doing well in the class, or maybe their advisor has seen something that's given them pause to say, okay, maybe we need to connect with this student. What EdSites does is it puts the student first. So the student is driving the conversation and the relationship. The student is telling us that they're struggling, and often that comes well before any of the other indicators have an opportunity to pick it up. We had one particular outreach where we had a student who notified us through the chatbot that they had just experienced the flood at home. They were from the South, and we were in Providence, Rhode Island. So, of course, it wasn't a part of national news. It was just, a news story that people would see and keep moving past, but not something that would make us think about, okay, what would that impact be for our students? So when the chatbot reached out to the student and the student responded, and then the conversation kept going, it allowed us to get resources to that individual, and that student hadn't shared that with anyone else. And it gave us an opportunity to make sure that they were okay and provide them with the support they needed. And sometimes it's a chatbot at the right time, asking the right question, that makes it all possible for us to get the assistance to a student right when they need it. One of the most eye-opening things for me about EdSites has really been the understanding of who's thriving versus who's surviving on our campus, and being able to understand that at a fundamental level, that one group of students may be doing incredibly well and another group of students may just be hanging on. And this tool has given us the ability to look at that and understand how we can help. So with our student population, we're seeing a lot of engagement amongst different populations of students. When I think about subpopulations, it was interesting. We first thought that maybe it would be first-year students who would take the lead, and it would sort of trail off for some of our returning students, but that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing our returning students continue to engage with the chatbot at a high level. So for us, it's been really interesting to see and dive deeper into those connections and understand, what are our commuters saying? What are our first-generation students saying? What are our students who may identify as them/they pronouns? What's going on within those populations of students? So it's different than just looking at what's happening in a residence hall, for example, or students by college. But we're actually able to dig much deeper and understand what's happening at a fundamental level with students across a number of intersecting identities. Oh my gosh, if I could talk to the industry about EdSites, what I would say is the answer is sitting right here. We don't have to work so hard to guess what our students are saying. We can ask them and get the results in a way that make it achievable to help them.